I absolutely had not intended on doing a what sold video today, but wow, are there a lot of packages going out. You guys have to know what I'm shipping out today so you know what to pick up. So we're gonna go through a lightning round of what sold, like 30 seconds or less per item. Check this out. Alrighty. There are simply too many items going out today not to tell you guys about everything that sold. Let's get straight into it. First item is this Disney Cinderella snow globe. I paid $4 or $5 for this. This is a Nesco brand. She plays I Love You Truly. This has been listed for a while. The buyer just paid $39.70 plus $10 shipping. So this is definitely a fragile item. This thing is getting some tender loving care. When you source these, go through every little detail on the base and make sure nothing has any chips on it, okay? But these Disney snow globes are always a bolo. I saw this incredibly cool Astronaut Aladdin brand thermos. Now this is from 1969, so hello lunar landing. I picked this up for like $2 I think at a local charity shop, and this just sold for $50 plus $8.50 shipping. I knew that there was money in some thermoses, but I've never actually found one that was worth something. I did take a best offer on this. I had it listed in the 60s, but $50 plus $8.50 shipping sounds wonderful to me. It even has this little plaque on the side that says, "Here men from the planet Earth first set foot on the moon, July 1969. We came in peace for all mankind." And it's like this little certificate signed by Nixon and Armstrong and Aldrin and Collier. So really cool. I'm kind of surprised I sold this piece, but I can't keep every single space piece that I find. Here's a brand that I talked about last month. I sold one of these. Carrion Didion is the brand. That's what the tag looks like on the back. That's gonna make all the difference in the world here, okay? So this Santa just sold for $86 plus $12 shipping, and I sold one very similar, same brand, Carrion Didion, for $140 before Christmas. This is January and someone just spent $86 plus $12 shipping on him. So I'm super excited about this sale because it means I do not have to hold on to Santa the rest of the year. But I noticed that I never took the $20 price tag off of his foot. So let's scrub that off real quick and I'll show you guys what my go-to is. I use essential oil. It doesn't have to be anything special or for topical use. You can see this one is for aromatherapy. So those are like the lower grade, you know, not like a pure essential oil. I'm just going to put a drop of this on there and then rub it around with my finger, and that Sharpie should come right off, and then I'll wipe it with a cloth. Much better, and it smells like eucalyptus in here now too. Look at this adorable little corduroy outfit. I picked this up from my friend. It was, I think, her sister's when she was little. Has this cute little applique apple on it. Vintage kids clothes always does well for me. I mean, I picked this up for, I want to say, $1. So I'm not making a huge profit here, but I bought it in a lot of them. Sold for $9.60 plus $5.20 shipping. On items like this, always check the zippers and make sure they don't stick. You want to know anything in the listing, you know, if the elastic is dried or anything like that. You know, if you're going to sell vintage clothes, just make sure you really detail the condition so the buyer knows what to expect. Here's a cool little vintage item. I probably picked this up more than anything to save it from being destroyed or thrown out at the thrift store, because it's not something I thought just anyone would pick up. It says Amity cowhide. Other than that, it's really unmarked. You can definitely sell unmarked vintage, that is things without brands, but I guess in this instance Amity would be the brand. It's still like a really good quality leather. I'm not really sure if that's a monogram, what the monogram is, but this sold for $15.99 and free shipping. So I'm super excited that this found a new home. I picked this up for 50 cents. So come on guys, 50 cents into a $16 sale all day long. I found this at a little charity consignment shop, believe it or not. Like this wasn't even, this was a mainly clothing store. And I found this, I want to say we paid $5 for it. I had this exact same one whenever I was a kid, and I sold it, you guys, for $52 plus the buyer paid calculated shipping. $32.15 shipping. Let me show you the only thing that I know how to do on this keyboard, even though I had one just like it as a kid. Like, I do not play piano, but my friend Jen showed me this once. I might have basically paid the buyer to take this. I got super excited when I found these Lilly Pulitzer for Estee Lauder bags. They were like $1, I think. I bought 2 of them and I've had them like 2 years. Lilly Pulitzer, great brand. Lilly Pulitzer for Estee Lauder, these little makeup bags, not as great as what you would think. This sold for $5 with free shipping, finally, after 2 years. Lilly Pulitzer, it's a yes. For Estee Lauder, it's a no. Oh man, if you guys find big, heavy brass andirons like this, Friend actually gave these to me. They were in a house that I sold them, and they no longer wanted them. They tried to sell them on Facebook Marketplace, but there were no takers. These things are so heavy. These sold for $100 plus calculated shipping to California of $70. So the buyer's all in $170 bucks. Doesn't this thing kind of look like a trophy? I think I use that as one of my keywords. Let me tell you the keywords that I used to get these sold for $170 all in. Vintage brass fireplace and irons, large Chippendale style cast iron trophy top. I sold a lot of 8 of these blank VHS tapes for $25 plus $5 shipping, and they're going GSP. So I want to say the buyer was all in for closer to $40 for these 8 blank VHS tapes. I paid $1/4 a piece for these, so I have $2 in them. Sale again was $25 plus $5 shipping. Word of warning for you, if you do sell blank media, you cannot ship this media mail. Blank media does not qualify. Media mail is for educational materials, not blank media. This needs to go first class, or, you know, in this case, since there's 8 of them, probably priority. I almost never pick up printer ink, but when I do, it has a really awesome sell-through rate. I mean, like, I couldn't pass it up. This was $2. The sell-through rate was knocking on 100%, or maybe it was even more. Literally, I could not pass this up. It sold for $23.90, and it sold really, really fast. Oh, sorry, in case you wanted the number on that, that's the Epson 288, and it has 3 colors, no black in this, but yeah. This was a very, very fast seller. Afraid we're going to have to talk about some vintage panties, namely Vanity Fair. If you find, especially high-waisted or nylon Vanity Fair, that's what the tag looks like, panties, absolutely pick them up. Like these were, what did I pay for these? $1.50. These have been listed a while. Let me tell you one key, these being sheer and being nylon. I did take a photo where I threw them over my light box just like this. I had like clipped them to the light box. If an item is sheer and you want to show it being sheer, you need to hold it up to a light source. So I was able to photograph it like this because the alternative would have been laying it down flat, and I mean, you can kind of see the sheer here depending on what the background is. You just don't see and appreciate how sheer these are without a light source illuminating them from behind. You guys want to know what these sold for? Of course you do. Why else would you be here? They sold for $28 plus $5 shipping. They were listed quite a while, and I did take a best offer, but buyer is all in over $30 for a pair of used vintage underwear. The thing about sourcing used vintage underwear and looking for Vanity Fair lingerie though, is that you have to be willing to really put yourself out there at the thrift store and be the one looking through used underwear. You know, most of the time people don't assume that you're a reseller. They may assume that you're buying the items for yourself. And as for me, it is not something I would buy for personal use, but you have to be willing to look like you are. Vintage souvenir spoons are a super slow seller unless you have just the right one. This one's from New Amsterdam. It's sold for $9.90 plus $4.70 shipping, and that was, I think, what I had reduced it to, where I made offers, something like that. The brand is Fort, so it says Fort USA, which would be a keyword. Guys, if you remember a while back, I picked up a gallon-size bag of these. I got like, I don't know, 100 of them. Just a ridiculous amount for $2. So, I mean, selling the very first one, I was in the profit. I don't mind how long these might take to sell. What I did was enclose them each into an envelope, and then there's like a filing system. So I don't have to look through each individual spoon. I just look in my filing system and find the name that I wrote on there. So if you're listing a large quantity of something like that, but they're all a little bit different, you don't obviously want to have to look through each one. Do something like that, or use an inventory number or something, but they just slipped right inside the envelope, and you know, they were nestled side by side each other. So this worked out really well. I sold this Talbot's brand skirt. I picked this up at a bag sale for like 25 cents or so. It's a size Fort petite, which is probably why it took forever. I mean, a couple years to sell, but I did sell it for $11 plus like $5.60 shipping. You guys haven't even watched the video about me finding these cassettes yet. By the time you watch this video, you have, if you saw my last video, but I'm actually editing this video today. I was at the thrift store and found this entire bin. If you haven't seen the video, go back to my last one and check it out. An entire bin of not only sealed cassette tapes, guys, still has the repack anti-theft device on it. How cool is that? I listed these last night, and I sold this one this morning for $34 plus $4.60 shipping. This is Smashing Pumpkins, so really, really cool. I just couldn't pass these up, and I didn't buy all they had. I think I'm gonna go back and buy the rest of them. Guys, when I found these Levi's at the thrift store, I thought I might have found something really, really special, because it says 76 by 82, so I was like, what is this metric? 1902 on the lot, and then whenever I look at the tag, it has Korean characters on it, so I've never found a pair of Korean Levi's. Here is what the tag looks like. It is 76 centimeters, 91 centimeters, and lots of Korean characters on there. I thought these were either a knockoff or something really, really cool. I listed them super high and they've been listed over a year. I only had them listed at like 30 something dollars now, and someone just offered me $28 plus shipping, so I absolutely took that. So just to tell you, in case you ever find Korean Levi's, they're not worth a ton of money, but you know, decent bread and butter. But I think I paid up for these. I think I paid like $5, maybe even $7 for these, but $28 plus shipping. Over on Poshmark, I sold this Jojo Siwa hooded sleeper for $12, plus obviously on Poshmark, the buyer pays the shipping. This is a size 7, and I bought this Walmart retail arbitrage for $1, you guys. Also on Poshmark, I saw these and could not resist them, guys. They're little cupcake or muffin liners, like reusable silicone. It looks like a pair of pants, and they're called muffin tops. Come on. Seriously, this is adorable. Like I'm gonna have to make a short out of these just because they're so cute. The buyer paid $10 plus Poshmark shipping of, what is it, $7.50. So yeah, I made $7.05, and I feel like I paid $1 for these, so I made $6. Last thing that sold, you guys, is this incredible 3-piece Escada outfit. Let me show you on my pictures online what this actually looks like, because it's a cardigan, a sweater, and a skirt. So here's what it looks like. It has this really cool skirt and then also a sweater. I'm pointing to a moth hole there, and there were a few of these actually. I listed it high. You can see the various moth holes there. I listed it high, like $170 something. I took a best offer of $129 plus $10 shipping. Considering the fact that no one else had made an offer yet, I only have like $4 or $5 into this. I picked it up in an estate sale, and it does have condition issues. So $130, you guys, from like $4 or $5 investment. Getting ready to pack everything up in this pair of vintage kid leather women's gloves just sold for $14.90. I paid $2 at an estate sale, and the buyer paid $5 shipping. Oh boy, I just got an offer on this Hermes scarf. I'm so excited, you guys. So these Hermes scarves that I bought did end up having a few condition issues. Let's see, this one's probably my favorite out of any of them. I paid $75, and the offer is $50 for an Hermes scarf. Hi, we're having a Secret Santa gift exchange and would love to be able to gift this beautiful piece. Guys, this is listed at $196. Is this a joke? Am I being punked? That's gonna just about do it for today's video, guys, because I promised you I was gonna keep it short, and there was a lot to go through. So this probably still isn't a very short video, but I'm trying to get better at editing and condensing the videos into much more digestible content so that I don't have to go on for 20 to 30 minutes every video for you guys. So I hope you got a lot of wealth of information out of today's video. Maybe you found some items that you will be on the lookout for the next time you head to the thrift store to try to source for profits. Thank you so much for watching today's video. God bless you, and remember, treat your business like your business.
Alrighty.